What's up, y'all? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself going through a challenging season where it seems like it's just one thing after another? And as soon as you catch your breath and get over one thing, bam, here comes something else that you got to pull yourself all the way together to overcome it. Well, I'm there, and I've been there for like the past 9 months, and it's just been a whole lot, okay? And so I find myself, in my quiet time, you know, constantly wondering, why am I here? Why am I going through this? Why does it seem so hard? Why is it digging so deep? Um, why does it seem so, intentional as far as like the way that it's triggering me or the pain that it's causing or the weight of it? Like, why is it the way that it is? You know what I'm saying? And although it's happening to my family, I feel like the weight of it is on me. And I know I'm not tripping, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm waiting for that. Oh, now I get it. That's why I had to go through that. That's what you were trying to show me. That's what, I needed to learn, or that's the thing that I needed to overcome. And I didn't realize it was even a thing for me to have to overcome anything. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm waiting on that moment, and that moment hasn't come yet. And so for me, when I'm going through something, it helps if I at least understand what's the point. You know what I'm saying? So if I know, okay, we're going through a challenging season in my marriage because God is trying to, put me in a place where I can be more vulnerable with my husband. And so there's some walls and some barriers that I have to let down. And so we're in a lot of situations where we have to be vulnerable and we have to work as a team, to kind of build that level of intimacy. I get that. You know what I'm saying? If I can tell, like, okay, this is what we're working towards, I can halfway understand it. It makes it a lot easier. But them things and them seasons where it just don't make no sense, and it's just like, God, I don't even understand like why you let that happen, because that ain't even fair. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been there for a minute now, okay? And I don't even feel like I have a chance to like hardcore complain too long, because here comes something else. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I get over one thing, bam, here come the next thing. And then I don't even have time to come undone, because I got to keep my guard up and keep all my armor on for me to overcome this next situation that we're in. And so, just thinking about, waiting for that aha moment. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter, and at the time we were praying for a boy, and everything in us wanted a boy. We were buying boy stuff. We had the family buying boy stuff. We were addressing the baby as the boy name that we came up with, the whole nine. And we didn't even entertain the idea of having a girl or even come up with a name for a girl. So you can only imagine at our gender reveal, when I found that I was having a girl, how devastated and disappointed I was. And so I remember one of my friends came up to me and she was like, listen, you can't see it right now, but you need a girl. And I was not trying to hear that, because I was like, God, I told you I wanted a boy. Why would you give me the one thing I said that I didn't want? So fast forward, the first year of her life, it really started challenging me, to where I started realizing a lot of fears and insecurities and doubts that I had, whether it was pertaining to my relationship with God, my relationship with my husband, or within myself, that I never had to address, because I was always able to just push it as far back to my mind as possible. I had enough coping mechanisms to keep me from actually really digging deep to get to the root of that stuff. And so I was able to just avoid it, you know what I'm saying? And so when I had my daughter, my desire to want to give her the best version of me pushed me to start doing some self-examination. You know what I'm saying? It pushed me to start, trying to dissect, why does this bother you? Why are you triggered by this? Why are you so terrified of this? How do you, all the ways that I view things, like her existence challenged everything. And so it pushed me to start my healing journey, start taking counseling, taking classes and different stuff like that, to just kind of unpack where I was and where I wanted to be and what it was going to take for me to get to where I wanted to be. Because I legit wanted my daughter to be raised with the whole version of me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to raise her out of fear or out of bitterness or doubt or anything like that. And so it took a lot of work, you know what I'm saying, a lot of tears, for me to really dig deep and learn more about myself, so that I could work towards being the best version for her. And so there came a moment when I was taking this class and they asked, why are you in this class? And I was like, because I want my daughter to be raised with the whole version of me. And then in that moment, it hit me. That's why I had to have a girl. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I needed a girl. And I went back to my friend when she told me, you can't see it right now, but you need a girl. And so even her just softening me up to make me more affectionate and more lovable and more compassionate, you know, and gentle, like all the little things that I didn't even think of, she like literally made me a better person and pushed me to want to do it because I never had anything else, you know, to push me. And so I'm confident that, you know, there is a why. You know, there is a purpose behind the pain. There is a purpose behind the challenges and the frustration. There is a purpose behind the things that seem unfair and catch us off guard. And so as I'm encouraging myself, I just wanted to encourage you today that wherever you find yourself at right now, whatever it is that you're facing, just trust that, you know, God is working all those things out for our good. And that although we may not see it right now, that our steps are ordered by the Lord. And so whether it's the good steps, the bad steps, the my fault steps, the unfair steps, the I didn't see that coming steps, all those steps are still governed by the Lord, and he's still big enough, you know, to take our mistakes, to take the surprises, to take the good and the bad and work that all out for our good. So while it may very well be extremely uncomfortable for me and extremely frustrating, and it's taken a lot of tears and a lot of prayers and a lot of hugs from my husband and a lot of encouragement within myself, and I'm constantly having to talk myself off the cliff every day, I got to keep telling myself that he's going to work it all out for my good. He's going to work it all out for my good. The good, the bad, the indifferent, he's going to work it all out for my good. And so I just want to encourage you, as I encourage myself on a daily basis, that whatever it is, just know that in the end, we win. Like the Bible tells us that he makes us win. He literally orchestrates it, that no matter what the situation is, no matter what somebody throws at us, that he's going to make sure that his people come out on top. And so I'm confident. I hope you're confident. And if you're not confident, I'm going to be confident for you until you get there, that God is working this thing out for us and he's moving on our behalf, and he's giving us the wisdom and the guidance and the discernment that we need to make the right decisions to get us exactly where he wants us to be. And it's crazy that how much I fought having a girl, that when I found myself, oh, I'm about to cry and I ate it. When I found myself sitting in this class and I said, I want my daughter to be raised with the whole version of me, I realized I'm at the very point where God wants me to be. I'm at the very point where I'm no longer willing to allow pride and fear and rejection and guilt to hinder me from being who he's called me to be. And whatever it took to get me here, I'm finally right at the point where he wants me to be. And so I just want to encourage you that whatever that point is and wherever God's trying to get you, he knows what it's going to take to get you there. Whether it's uncomfortable or not, he knows exactly what it's going to take, and we can trust and rely on him that he's going to be with us through the fire. He's going to hold our hand, and he's going to make sure we get everything that that he has for us, and he's going to make sure that we get everything that we need. And so I love y'all, and I just want to encourage y'all to just keep going, keep pushing, keep praying for me while I'm praying for y'all. And I look forward to seeing all the amazing things that God has in store for me and for you. I look forward to us being on the other side of this thing where we could be like, nah, I get it.